Welcome, Sister Pat.
Thank you, Sister Dorothy.
Would you like to introduce yourself, please, and tell us how the associates movement in Ghana started? What was the aim for forming this association in Ghana, and what were the hopes?
Thank you. I suppose you agree with me that all life in its nature feels the need to pass on something of itself to the future generation. And that was the idea behind the associates movement in Ghana. It was Sister Marie du Rosier who took the challenge to promote this association in Ghana. There were some women who associated themselves with the sisters. They had interest in them, our spirituality, our charism, and our mission. And so Sister gathered these women, who were about nine of them, and went through with them some formation, gave them some formation, then commissioned them in 1995. These women were busy women. Some were teachers, others nurses, and others also had their own work to do. So they had a lot of activities to do. But in all this, they found time to be with the sisters and share our spirituality and charism. Initially, who the associates are, their roles and the functions were some of the issues that both the sisters and the associates had it difficult to understand or to have a clear picture or idea of it. But after the international meeting for the associate movement in 2008, then they were able to come out with a clear vision, a clear motive of who the associates are. And so sisters took active parts, including the associates, to form this movement.
Good. So when you say that sisters took active part, apart from Sister Marie du Rosier, who were some of the other sisters that came before you, who were instrumental in the life of the associate? And you also mentioned that initially there was the struggle of understanding who the associates were, what were their roles. So apart from that, are there other struggles they have gone through, and how have they overcome those challenges? And can you also talk about some of the successes so far? Thank you.
So after Sister Marie du Rosier had taken the initiative to form the movement, she was able to sustain it for a while. Then Sister Georgina Sister Georgina Edwin also came in. After her, Sister Helena took over. Then Sister Philomena Naniwoto, Sister Veronica Afo also was there. Then the next person to take charge of the associates is me.
And since then, what are the major activities? What have been some of the other struggles and successes?
There have been a lot of improvements. Because wherever the sisters are in Ghana, like our communities, our various communities where we are, we have been able to organize some women to promote the associates movement. And so we have about 6 zones. They are shared into zones. We have the Kentin Krono zone, we have Training College, we have Domiabra, we have Paraku, and other areas. And all these areas, they have a day of their meeting. So, let's say St. Louis Training College, the associates there are meeting on Thursday. They come, they meet together, share the scriptures, share their apostolates, what they have been able to do. Because each of them has her own apostolate, like visiting the sick in some hospitals. Some also are into youth ministries. Some are readers. Some also join choristers. Some pray the rosary and share the scriptures with the youth. And so they come together to share the activities, what they have been able to do for the month or for the week. And they support and encourage one another to go ahead, to move ahead, to minister to other people. And they meet once a month. Apart from that, they have their general meeting. Let's say in 3 months, they meet thrice in a year.
You mean
the whole associates, yeah. Okay. They meet thrice in a year. They meet during Advent for their recollection. They meet during Lent for their recollection. Then, apart from these events, they meet for their general meeting, where they will have some talks, socialization, and other things. So apart from their various meetings they have at their zonal, they also have these meetings in between the year. Because some of them are also into other ministries. For example, some have also associated themselves with Christian Mothers or St. Teresa or Sacred Heart Society. And so they also have other areas of work to do. And this one does not permit them to take full parts in their meetings. Sometimes it coincides with the associates, their time of meeting, and they need to choose which one to come, which one to forfeit. So that one becomes a challenge. Another one is funding. Some are already on retirement, others are also trading, they have their own. But every month they contribute something towards the development of the movement. Wherever they want to visit, sometimes they visit the hospitals, children's homes, they visit some of the sisters in the group and share with them whatever they have or they have got. So they need to organize themselves and collect their monies, put them together, then maybe use it to do something for them. The others who are like generous, giving, but sometimes it's difficult to make ends meet for them. So one of our challenges is how to fund the movement, the support, so that at least if they want to get something from their pocket, they could also get something aside their pocket and support whatever they are bringing out. So it's one of the challenges. Another one is a lot of them are, let's say, old. They are old people. And we feel that if we get young people also to be in the movement, it's going to ginger the old ones, and give a moral support to whatever they are doing. So I think these are some of the challenges the movement has experienced so far.
Any success?
Yes, I mentioned that the number has increased. Sister Marie de Rose started with 9. Now we have about 55 of them. And out of the 55, let's say 35 are active members. Those who are inactive, the members try to visit them and find out their problems and why they can't make it. They are not joining them for prayers. And I think gradually they are trying to reconcile, join the associate fully. So it's our prayer that they will come to understand who they are as associates and what they stand for, so that they can join others to promote the movement and to promote the charism and the spirituality and the mission of Sisters of St.
Good. Well, how do you hope that will be done? First of all, getting more young members to join the associates. You say many of them are old, and you hope that more young ones will join them. How do you hope that will be done? And as sisters who journey with them all along, what specifically do the sisters do to help the associates?
The associates, they have their own program, and in their program outline, they have visitation, like visiting some parishes to also promote the movement, so that they can attract more members. And even when they go, they also try to promote vocation for the sisters as well. So that is one of them. As such, that one, when they go on visits to children's home, hospitals and other things, people also see them and see how they are active and enthused in whatever they are doing. And people appreciate that. And that one alone also takes St. Louis far to the whole world. The sisters, we have sister coordinators among them. So wherever the zones are, if it's training college zone, there's a sister who coordinates the affairs or the activities of the associates. Then the sister prays with them. At the training college, the associates, they come there every month, once a month, to have a holy hour with the sisters. They join them for holy hour. So the sister journey with them through the formation program. And when they finish, they are initiated into the movement. The sister helps them to organize their programs. The sister will help them to organize their prayers and how they go about things in the movement. The sister also helped them to get in touch with the history, the charism and spirituality of the Sisters of St. Louis. where they can also carry along to other worlds.
Good. But I hope that if the sisters are not there, then they're able to do these things by themselves.
Yes, now they have their own leadership.
Okay.
So the leadership organizes everything.
Okay.
Now the sister coordinator does not do much about the activities. They plan, then they coordinate with the sister, consult her. They all merge things together and do it. So they do their organization. They organize themselves in everything.
Good. Therefore, how do they see themselves as part of the Senui family? You know, how do they see themselves as part of the Senui family? And that can also bring us to the level of asking what marks them out? How do they stand out in the outside world? That people see them and say, oh, these women really belong to the Senui family. So I'm asking two things at a time. First of all, the associate members themselves, how do they see themselves as part of the Senui family? And such a way that they stand out for others to say, oh, this is a mark that they are members of the family. How do they stand out?
Once a person admits to be a member of the associates movement, the person goes through formation and the person is taken through our spirituality, charism, and the mission. So through that, any programs or events that we have, they incorporate themselves there. The associates could be the ushers, they can be readers, they can do any activity
In the church?
In the church. Then also, when they visit hospitals, they also portray our spirituality, our charism in the name of Saint Louis. And people see them as the associates of the group. And so in that one alone, they also carry Saint Louis along. In our schools, we have some of the associates there who are helping the sisters, teaching catechism, teaching the children in the classroom, organizing people to reach when we have mass there. So they also do portray the name of Saint Louis, charism and spirituality there too. I see them, I found them to be proud when they are with the Sisters of Saint Louis. Even when we have our professions or we have celebrations, they are with us, they are not apart from us. So they found themselves being part of the spirituality and charism. So whatever we do as Sisters of Saint Louis, they share in that field with us.
Good. Do you know about their hopes for the future as far as the associate movement in Ghana is concerned? And in the institute?
Yeah, I think I've already shared. They hope that they get more members to join so that they can also pass on our spirituality, the charism, and the mission of Saint Louis to the future generation, so that Saint Louis is not wiped out of the world, but it continues to stay and live among the people of this world. We are expecting that we have young people among them to also continue with what they have started. They hope to get some projects to help them sustain the movement, apart from what they bring from their own pockets. They hope to get something to help them to sustain the movement. So these are some of their hopes that they pray that they will be able to achieve in the near future.
Wonderful. Sorry to take you back a little. You mentioned earlier on that when they went for the international meeting of associates and returned, there was improvement. You saw a change. Would you like to say a bit about that, please?
Yeah, about the 2008.
Yes, you mentioned that one.
Yeah, they had that because initially I said they found it difficult to understand their roles, the functions, and who associates were or are. So after the international meeting, I think whatever went on, whatever the facilitators briefed them, the activities and the workshop they were taking through helped them to know who the associates are and who Sisters of St. Louis. So that gave them the energy and the enthusiasm to promote the movement, to attract more members to join the movement.
And following on from there, what do they have any hope for the institute as a whole? You have mentioned the hopes for the future, but I suppose it's not just for Ghana, but for the institute.
Yeah, I think what I said, if it's for Ghana, it's for the whole institute. Once it's sustained in Ghana, it benefits the institute. So if they are rallying for membership, they do that to promote, to sustain our spirituality, our charism, and our mission. And it's not going to stay in Ghana, but to the whole world. Some of the members had even traveled outside, and I believe for whatever they have gained through the workshop and other activities they have experienced here, they are also using that knowledge, that skill, to also help others outside. This promotes the name of St. Louis.
Thank you, Mr. Pat. Is there any other thing you want to share with us, please?
What I would like to say is to tell other associates and the associates in Ghana and the whole Sisters of St. Louis to continue to pray and support the movement so that the future generation will also come and taste our spirituality, our charism, and our mission. That the name of St. Louis is going to be forever and ever. It's not going to be wiped away, but to revere St. Louis' name.
Thank you for your time, and thank you for all that you are doing for St. Louis through the associate movement. We are grateful to you. God bless you.
Amen. Thank you.